Alright, let's build Esper Reanimator real quick. Today, May 6th. Need to clean out my modern decks again real quick. But okay. Tainted Indulgence. I know I want 4 of these for sure. Faithful Mending. Basically, I think the real reason to play these decks is that you just have 8 of these, and now if you draw the big creature, it's kind of okay. Although you sort of actually do need to draw the big creature. If you have, because I don't really want to play Unmarked Grave. I might play like a single copy of Unmarked Grave, but the card's kind of bad, honestly. And the real question is if I should play Pitch Elementals or not, and which ones. A lot of questions to answer while deck building. I think Thoughtseize is just a slam dunk. You can always Thoughtseize yourself, remember. It's kind of a big deal. Cruelty. I'm gonna play 4 of these. This card's just kind of bananas. I was thinking about Thirst for Discovery, but I think it's just kind of bad nowadays. It hasn't aged well in Modern, which is sad. Like, I remember playing Compulsive Research in the very early days of Modern, and it was fine. But don't think you can get away with a card like Thirst for Discovery or even Thirst for Knowledge nowadays, barring some very specific circumstances. Which is, you know, just kind of how it is. Right. I think I'm going to play a single Unmarked Grave. Gonna play Solitude in some number. Might just play a small number of Solitude, Grief. Probably more Griefs than Solitudes. You do run into an issue once you stack up Faithful Mendings and Tainted Indulgences and Pitch Elementals, you just run out of cards in hand. So that is kind of an issue. Saying this person had Obscured Charm. I think you need to play some 1 mana interaction though. Otherwise you're just going to lose to shit like Ragavan or BRC. I think it probably should start with these. And then you go down the other route of playing the other 1 mana interaction. Probably like Fatal Push is the next best one. We are running out of slots rapidly. Let's see. Priest of Felright. I think I'll play a single copy of that card. Play a single... Maybe Mulldrifter does make sense. Lose to turn 2 Blood Moon. I mean, yeah, probably. Don't know what you want me to do about that one. A lot of decks in the format are just bad versus Blood Moon, and you kind of just shrug and just be like, okay, you got me. But, I mean, what do you want to do about Blood Moon besides not playing a 3-color deck? I'm thinking about Ephemerate and Malakir Rebirth. Is there a reason to play single Unburial Rites when you have Priest of Felrights? Because you can just unmark grave for that one if you have that thing in the graveyard. And the nice thing about this one is, I mean, it costs 5, sure, but it's also uncounterable effectively because Unearth is not counterable. I mean, there probably is a small amount of merit to playing the right still. Turn 2 Blood Moon, who could imagine doing such a thing? I heard you were in the market for turn 1 Blood Moons, personally. Alright. I wonder if Sarah's Emissary has aged poorly. I kind of just want to put one in my sideboard still, but it might just be terrible. No one else seems to have it. Hammer still loses to it. Don't the Hammer decks play Teferi 3 in the blue-white ones, Hotor? I mean, I agree it's a good thing to have in your arsenal, but I don't think it's like as simple as they lose to it outright. Okay, I'm gonna work on the mana base. I think I want 23 to 24 lands. I think you want to max out on deltas and flats, probably. Yeah, they play some paths sometimes as well. Alright, at least the first Watery Grave, Godless Shrine. I can spell Godless Shrine. And Hallowed Fountain. Then you probably want... Let's see. How are these people set up? Basic land, island. Definitely want one basic land of each, I think. Possible you want to mix up the fetches as well. Like, it's possible, definitely possible you just want some number of strands. Okay, so currently, how many black sources? 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13. Probably need another black source. Or 2. I would prefer to get to like 15. Question is how many fetches do I want to play? Versus like actual lands. So this is 8 fetches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fetchables. Kind of a interesting thing to have to balance. And the other consideration is playing some number of fast lands, because I think they're actually... Like, losing life also matters. Alright. I think that means I'm supposed to play 2 Darkslick Shores. Because I think that is actually kind of the ideal land. It's like Darkslick versus Concealed Courtyard. Because Concealed Courtyard matters for that. Could be I just will be lazy and play one of each. And it will probably work out. Why does one Unmarked have to be wrong? It's kind of not great in multiples. Also, like, you're kind of not lacking for the outlets nowadays. In fact, I clicked on almost all of the lists Absolute Rage. Basically, only one person out of like 20 played 4 Unmarked Graves, and everyone else played like 0 to 2. So I don't know how you conclude has to be wrong. I think Secret Room Coast is kind of the weakest one, actually. I think I'm not gonna play that one. That's just a false... That's not even close to... That's a bad argument. Jab Jabber. Those are not the same card. That is definitely just a false dichotomy right there. Well, then explain why no one plays a lot of Unmarked Graves, including Canister. I'm going to trust Canister over myself, and he basically has 0 Graves in all of his lists. If you're going to claim that you're better than Canister, I think that's also ridiculous. Because I'm certainly not going to claim that. Like, you need to give a reason. Yeah, I'm playing 1. I think 1 is fine to draw. My intuition is the card is not that good. Like, I think having 1 is fine, but I don't really want to have more than 1. You said has to be wrong. What did... Okay, what does has to be wrong mean then, Absolute Rage? Do you like the first Ottawa? I think it's just all upside. It did not... Okay, both of you, it did not seem like you were not... It did not seem like you were joking. I'm not... In this Twitch chat, I like to discuss things seriously. You know, about deck building. If you're not part of that, if you're gonna meme, put a /s at the end. But I did not think you were memeing. That did not read like a meme. Okay, maybe Jab Jabbers was more of a meme. Only if you're subbed, man. Only if you're subbed. I'm gonna play 1 Mulldrifter. I already retracted my statement, Jab Jabber. I don't know what else you want. Ah, fuck. Alright. You're off the hook. You're off the hook, Jab Jabber. If more people behaved like you, I would be absolutely okay with it. Yeah, Dr. Nilly, that's exactly how I feel, but whatever. Alright. Is there anything else I should play? Looking. Yeah, if you want to meme and then get caught and then sub when you get caught, that's absolutely okay with me. I don't care about that whatsoever. In fact, I encourage it. I don't think so. Gristlebrand is kind of like... I think Gristlebrand has not aged well as a card. Unless, of course, Hawthorne, your suggestion wasn't serious. Because we all know that Twitch chat is never serious. I think I want to play 21st Land. Question is, what should it be? Probably Watery Grave. My main base is really painful though. But I can't really play more... Oh, Malakir Rebirth? Sure, that actually makes sense. I'll play one Malakir Rebirth. We got one Rebirth, one Ephemerate. Very scientific. We have 4 Persists. We have 4, 8 discard outlets. 1 fake discard outlet. Not sure if I'm going to play this card. Because I only have 1 Unmarked Grave. It's kind of bad to do that. I think I probably won't. Alright. I like... I want Fairy. I feel like Turok. There's like other controlling decks. Dovin's Veto is fine. I'll play 1. Don't really want to load up on them. Just Down is decent. Although it does shut off my stuff, but I think it's just kind of a good card. This person has 3 Stony Silence. That's interesting. Kind of like playing Vindicate more than Stony Silence. On the theory that, sure, if they have, like, interaction for you... Maybe I actually need another, like, actual land. Maybe I should cut the Fatal Push for a land if I'm going to side in a bunch of 3 and 4 mana spells. Probably should. Probably will cut this for a land, actually. I'm gonna play a very small number of Flusterstorms. I'll play 2. Oops. 2. For like Living End and Cascade. Although versus Living End, I think it's kind of funny. If you respond to their Living End by discarding an Archon, I think you're actually ahead unless they've literally made like 16 power. I'm just kind of amused by that. See. Obscura Charm is kind of an interesting option. Some people have been playing 1. Kinda don't like it though, but it is interesting. Look at. Right. 1 Stony Silence. It is. Well, Mize. I think the reason to play Stony Silence, maybe 2. I think the reason to play Stony Silence is that it's actually very, very, very good versus the the decks that try to pile on hate card versus you. Like specifically, say like a mid-range Saga deck, or like Affinity decks, or like just people who you know will have a lot of, you know, relics, Soul Guide Lanterns, and shit like that. I like sideboarding in a card like this, even though like I guess technically you're a creature deck, but I think this is a really powerful weapon versus Murktide, who's just gonna try to like sit around and, you know, counter all of your spells. If I'm playing that, there's a small chance I should play another Plains. but at the same time, it's hard to, like, fetch enough times to get under Blood Moon anyways, because I only have 4 white fetches, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. I do think Verdict... Basically, my plan is to side in Vindicates and Verdicts a lot of times and just become a weird mid-range deck. Probably shaving down on this aspect post-board. Path? Not really in love with it. It's good versus Hammer. Oh, this is also a decent card versus Hammer. That's probably... Actually, given all of that, I'll just play 3 Stony Silence. Is Path really better than Push in this deck? Oh, this song's a banger. Alright. Wait, how do my Flusterstorms get mixed? Let's fix that. Is Hammer a real deck? So, I'm not sure if you're memeing. I still think it's probably real. It's just, you have to, like, fix it. Although, I guess a better question would be, why don't you like it right now? I know you've played a lot of it. What happened to it? Is the better question to ask, right? I don't think Hammer didn't used to be that bad versus Blue-Red Murktide. Like, what actually happened for that? I mean, I guess they started playing a fuck ton of Archmage's Charms, but... I guess if the matchup switched from Hammer being good versus Murktide to Hammer being bad versus Murktide, it makes sense. They banned the best card. I see, but was it not possible to fix the deck for it to still be reasonable? Just some food for thought while I look for a last sideboard card. So Seiju? I don't know. I guess it's hard to figure out why exactly it actually died out, but... Alright, I'll play 1 Fatal Push, and I'll call it a day. Need to find the right one. Oh wait, thanks for being here, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm gonna try this list. Obviously it could be terrible, but this is science at its best. So, I think it came up a lot, but I would actually describe Hammer not as a Lurrus deck, but as a deck that happened to have Lurrus in it. Whereas, like, Grixis Death Shadow was a Lurrus deck. That's how I actually feel about the Hammer deck, but, you know, I haven't played it for about a month, so... You know, I could just be way off. You saw Hammer as a Lurrus deck? I didn't really, but you also played it a lot more than I did, so maybe I'm in the wrong there. But Grixis Death Shadow was definitely a Lurrus deck in all caps. right? That was like the worst deck in my opinion. Can someone tell me if the deck updated? This song is interesting, but I don't think it's actually that good. Alright, start a quick prediction for the first match while we wait for the cards. Tron lands 21.5. Could be one short. Definitely could be one short. But I'll try it as it is. I'm viewing Malakir Rebirth as a land in this deck for what it's worth. Alright, we got a deck. Here bets in for the first match of the league. And also, someone let me know if the deck was actually updated, because I'm getting a weird message. Alright, is this good? Yes. Good. Oh, what the hell? Oh, kind of curious if the Legacy Throne fired. Didn't. They're waiting for one person, but I don't have any interest in that right now. What the hell is this song? Whoops, closed it by accident. I'm trying to look at it. The Old Mansion by the Road. I don't know what that is. Alright, we got a match. No one's betting on this match, huh? What happened to all the gamblers? There's be so many gamblers. This first one was last. Grixis Death Shadow. Not really the matchup I want, I think. One sec. I'm gonna check how many blue sources there are. I don't want to actually remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's still not good enough. This is a worse hand, I think. I'm gonna just dump both the pitch elementals because I don't have any cards in hand anyways. Yeah, this is definitely Grixis Death Shadow. Going to 5 cards in this map. Maybe I should have just kept. Bad, yeah. Just hoping that they draw not great, but it's kind of hard to ask for. I want to draw the planes. Try to get Hallowed Fountain. Probably should get Hallowed Fountain in case if I draw Faithful Mending. But this makes every persist live now if I do this. Of course I know about the drown, but we'll just navigate that when we get to it. Sub-Silkies. I think I'm probably gonna lose this game though. Oops. I wanna play as the land. Alright. Wonder if they should have done in my second main so it sacrifices so they will have Delirium. But whatever. Probably is reasonable to just give up damage. They still have Drown in hand, so it's gonna be problematic. Okay, I guess they had the Grokta. Alright, persist! Persist! Alright. Turns out mulling to 5 versus Shadow is not how to win. Just gonna take out the cards that kind of 2-for-1 me, and I expect them to have a lot of, like, hate. I think Ephemerate's kind of shit versus them as well. Which is fine. Probably, like, the grief aspect is kind of the worst aspect of the deck in this matchup. Could make an argument for Flusterstorm. But I'm gonna just let them have their graveyard hate, I think, and just hardcast things. Yeah, I'll just submit. Don't think you really want the other cards. So yeah, feeling bad about this match so far. There's not actually a lot of Grixis Death Shadows, so it's kind of like whatevs. Overvaluing Thoughtseize here? I don't think so. I'm gonna push that. What's up, Jake? You're having a good one. I think I want Hallowed Fountain. Make an argument for Godless Shrine as well. I don't think it actually matters very much. But... Alright. Sucks. So I have a 2, 8, 3, or 2, 8, 1, 0. Not drawing a land there is pretty bad, but whatever. Not so bad. So that means they just drew the Soul Guide. I agree it's awkward, but this is actually a 2-for-1. That's awkward. I wonder if I can trick them somehow. I think I'm just gonna say go. I think this card's really good. That's one of the major reasons I wanted to try this deck. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So you got me. Bad exchange, but I think I have to do it. They drew a card instead. I'm kind of happy that they drew a card instead of cracking it, but we'll see what actually happens. I think they have a counterspell for sure in their hand. I still have 4 Thoughtseizes left. Can I just wait? I only have 1 Persist left besides this one. I think I'm just gonna wait, actually. I think there's a reason to rush. Okay. Maybe they'll just flood out. Wonder what they're thinking about. Maybe it's whether to put Gigantha in hand or not. I think my best draw was actually Thoughtseize here. so they did put Jacantha in hand. I think I'm gonna sandbag this for either Kroxa or Faithful Mending. Don't think it actually helps me a lot to play that land out currently. If I draw Grief or something next turn, I can just... Oh, actually, there is a scenario where it makes sense. If I draw another land next turn, it does make sense to play out both lands if they tap out completely for Jacantha. Okay. This is probably a slight punt, but... Okay. Thoughtseize? Okay. I vindicated their Colosseed. They're at 4 life. Thoughtseize would still be a good draw, I think. Fuck. Shit. I'm gonna sandbag for Mending. There's no reason to play these lands out now, for sure. I think last turn I should have played my land out. They've dealt themselves the almost maximum amount of damage. Kind of funny. Interesting. This is very weird. Guess they think that they can just run me out of removal. This is not unreasonable to think that. Might be a Spell Pierce. Some nonsense. Okay. That's not ideal. Maybe I should have waited a turn for Spell Pierce, but whatever. Classic. Also classic. Holy shit. Oh, dump those. Now I probably should have played a land out because it's pretty expensive to flash that back. Also, they don't have access to that anymore, so we can close it out. I'm gonna take this opportunity to get a tapped Shockland. Oh, I don't even have any Shocklands left in my deck. I have no more fetchables left. I have an island left in my deck. So I should leave the Rafine Tower in case I draw Marsh Flat, so I'll just get Island. Good to... Oh no, I discarded a Water Grave, that's why. I'm wondering why I was down so many. I don't think I want to main phase it because of maybe more Spell Pierces and also because of Drown. Like, also, if I just, like, get something expensive that I can't cast on my turn, they can just Thought Seize me on their turn and it doesn't work out great. But I think now I'm supposed to just slowly flash these back, you know? Alright, well. We'll always start on this. They'll probably counter it, that's fine. Oh, fuck. If I played my land out, I could have put her on Dispute, but I wasn't even thinking about it. Indulgence is really, really good. I think it's hard to explain how good it is. Really. I have a Verdict left in my deck. Go. This is kind of a sad game. This gets countered, I lose. It doesn't get better for me, so I'll just go for it. Yeah, they just didn't have it. They might have Unholy Heat for this, I guess. I liked it. If you're dead. I'm holding up Rebirth. Don't think casting Thoughtseize isn't too much. That's bad. Verdict number 2, please. I have an ending and a push left, so I want to tap like this. Fuck. This is a frustrating game. They didn't have the Drown yet. I don't know. Maybe I fucked that game up, but it felt like I could play it slow. And that played out really, really, really poorly for me, right? Like, I wonder if I just jammed, if it would have worked out way better for me, but it felt like I could wait, and then it worked out basically as poorly as possible, right? Anyways, Tainted Indulgence is the truth. I don't know about the rest of the deck. I think I played great. I don't know about that. Get your bets in for the second match. Thanks for everyone being here. 101 viewers right now. Appreciate every single one of you. And we'll get to the second match. Tainted Indulgence is a really good card. That was my observation from this. Queens is like the worst land in the deck, but I think you have to play it. I could see that Silkies. I just don't really like the Urza Thopter Sword clicking online. It's kind of just a lot. Is hand actually good? What does it do? I think I reluctantly keep. I think this is probably a Grief, Pitching Grave, Rebirth angle. And then just, I'll draw something later. This can get Godless Shrine. Oh, if I could grief myself, I would. Actually, probably wouldn't. That means they have Golos in their deck. I think I'm just gonna take the like real cards and leave them with the sphere. So sphere, cataracts, power plant, tower. If they draw mine, it's pretty bad for me. If they draw map, that's also bad. Power sphere. So now I really want to draw Faithful Mending or Tainted Indulgence. So then I'll play this out, and then if I draw a discard outlet, it works out well for me. Ah, fuck. That's bad. That's also bad. Oh, so this island is bad? Okay. I think I'm gonna lose chat. That did not work out well for me. So I know they have cataracts and a bunch of unknowns, so I'll just Thoughtseize them. If they didn't have the relic, I could have Thoughtseized myself and used the priest to reanimate, but I think this is just better to do and hope. Alright, I guess I take Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. They're close to Emrakulling me too, though. It's not ideal. Wait, no, they aren't. It's 2. Pop the relic. Now if I draw... Stirrings. Well, it can go south very quickly. Jab, jab. Like, suppose they just have a Worm Coil here. I easily lose the race. Popping the relic is interesting, but I guess they feel like they're dying on board. But also, like, this is just never getting cast then if you do that, right? I guess if you find a tower, that puts you to 10, and if you find another tower, that puts you to 13. That's bad. They have the cataracts, so that's really bad for me. So now, I really want to find a discard outlet. Fortunate. think like that might have been game winning. Now I kind of just have to hope that their spin off the Cataracts is bad. Like off the Golos is bad, but it's kind of hard for it to be bad in that deck. Like, I would expect on average the Golos to produce, like, 8 mana worth of stuff. Okay, it was only 6, but one of them was a Thragtusk. But I can still draw the discard outlet to Archon them, so that might be good enough. But that buys a lot of time for them, unfortunately. This is going downhill real fast. Like, they get another activation. Golos is a really good Magic card, though, so... Alright. Alright. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay, I'm done with this game. I can't win. With the O-Stone and the Karn. They're good. This is fine. These are actually good at shutting off all of the mana rocks / whatever. I think these are not really where I want to be. It's like good for Solitude and nothing else. Oh, it's more like Goatlos? Yeah, it was Goatlos for them that game. It basically soloed that game. So it's pretty awful for me. I think I'll go down to 1 Teferi. Even though it's kind of good, it's also kind of not great at the same time. Vindicated is actually pretty good. If you can Vindicate a Tron piece. Sounds really good, actually. I think I'm gonna Thoughtseize them, and then play Indulgence on 2, hoping to draw into a Persist. But... I have 2 maps. I take 1 map and hope to draw Ending for the second one, which I think is probably the best course of action. There's kind of an issue in this matchup that this is not lights out for them, but can't really do anything about it. Kind of a turn slow, but I'm probably still gonna keep it. Wait, my logic for that didn't even make any sense. Well, still have to play this out and just hope that they don't have anything past that. Maybe I should have just taken the stirrings for that reason. Just hope that they bricked. Probably then. Yeah, I should have taken stirrings. I didn't think it all the way through. Hope it doesn't cost me, but it definitely could. Like if they just stirrings into something good here, it's pretty disastrous. Alright, just Oblivion Stone, which means I get... Okay. It's actually fine-ish for me. Oh. Everything works. It's 5 to activate, right? Yeah. I can bounce in Thoughtseize them, which is kind of nice. So they have 8 right now. I'm gonna take O-Stone. Obviously, if they peel... if they peel Tower, it's bad for me, but I think taking O-Stone makes the most sense. Well, okay, so they have the Tower. It's bad. Untapped land? Untapped land meant I could unearth that and then just get the Archon back immediately. That's fine. Mending plus sees what? Oh fuck, he drew Relic? Booster her, at what point? I don't know what you're talking about. Here's Circon 2. I bounced the stone and thought seized the stone, right? Did get lucky. They drew power. I don't know, I think my play made sense. Submit. I think this is actually a keep on the draw. I'm not fetching because I actually want to draw land, so. Easy game, cat. Easy game. I'm gonna get Godless Shrine and play Stony Silence. Love Vindicate. One of my favorite cards. Something's going probably for a Tron piece. This way, if I find another Archon of Tainted Indulgence, I can immediately do the thing. Alright, one that came pretty easily, at least. They went to 4 cards, though, obviously, so kind of got a free one there. Alright, starting a prediction real quick for the 3rd match. Need to use the restroom real quick, so I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm gonna run a quick ad. Be back in about 3 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Someone bet 1 channel point? I didn't even know you could bet only 1 channel point. It's weird. Alright, going to match 3. Alright, so I could discard Archon on turn 1. Then cast 2 Persists. Is that good enough? I don't think so, probably, but it's kind of close. I think I'm just gonna mulligan instead. I'm not sure which hand I would prefer. Well, this would have not ended up well if I'd kept the first hand. What are my thoughts use? Wonder if it's Boomer John in chat. How's that look about it? Whoa. Okay, that is not decidedly not Boomer John. Alright, I want to draw land. Actually, shenanigans are afoot with that card, so I'm not gonna let it stick. It's like Bridgevine or Soulflayer, or I don't know, something nonsensical. Thought Season to Lotlets Pro is not your typical modern. Well, I guess that is better than most of their cards here because I will cast it. And hope it's good enough. It probably will be good enough most of the time. Why are we talking about beating up kids? I'm not comfortable with this conversation anymore. Also, I don't really know what's going on with my opponent's deck. Weird. Still gonna cast this, though. Ideally, I would cast it when they have a creature out, but whatever. Do nothing, Jund. There's a black-green pathway in their deck. I don't know what's going on anymore. What? So this is Soulflayer. I will bet a large amount of money this is Soulflayer. This has to be Soulflayer, because this has three... This has 3 types on it. Well, the Wildwood Troll sort of gave me an inkling it was Soulflayer as well. So they take the Troll, probably. They took Sulfur Spring. Interesting. I don't know what's going on. This is weird as hell. It's Soulflayer with Gorya's Vengeance, I guess? Well, Soulflayer is not playable there either, I think, so it's kind of interesting. I don't actually have any Graveyard Hate. Fairy's okay, I guess. As long as they don't get Hexproof. How's the Soulflayer matchup, chat? Give you a hint. I'm gonna take a hit from Soulflayer. No! Needed that. Alright, the goal is to dig as quickly as possible to... Alright, wait. One... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. I think I should just cast one of these looking for a land. Just gonna see if they actually have Soulflayer in their hand. They may have like Grizzly Salvage or something, which would also force the action. Yeah, I think so too. Wow, they had and they didn't do it because Archon would just kill the thing. Cool. There are a lot of interesting choices here, yeah. Really need another Persist, but I can probably find one in a bunch of cards. Well, most decks are not great versus Archon, that's true, but... I don't know their last card somehow. I mean, yeah, our opponent's deck is not really a deck, but, you know, that's fine. I'm gonna evoke. I think it's better than flashing back the Mending. Alright. You insist. You wouldn't have voted no if you had known they were not playing a clone deck. Wow, the one Ephemerate coming in clutch. The one Ephemerate is gassing me all the way back up. This card is super good, by the way, chat. Leagues are noise, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that for sure. That's why. What's the command I have? I don't remember. There we go. Found it. Sup, Nub? I'm playing a combination deck. I hope you appreciate me for that. The fuck are my this? Well, it's hard to persist Gristlebrand. Right? I think I'm just gonna block and rebirth my Mulldrifter. In reality. What the fuck is going on? Are they casting Summit? They are! Sick. I'm gonna block. I don't know why my opponent's deck has Warrior's Vengeance in it. Is it a demon? It's an Archon, right? I should be able to persist. Gristlebrand? Swamp, Watery Grave, Lanes. Just want to conserve some life points, but I think I'm really far ahead. As long as I don't get killed somehow, I'm gonna win. My prediction is there are other cards on land. Goryo's Vengeance. Not expecting that. I wonder why that's in their deck, actually. Guess I'll block to preserve life points. Mark, I don't think so. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but it looks like they ported their Pioneer deck. Someone said maybe they just entered the wrong queue, except this card is not legal. So, in Pioneer, possibly they just entered the wrong queue as well. Wait. Where did that one come from? Zatalpa? Oh, I guess Zatalpa would make sense. Alright, I will let my Teferi die. Doesn't do anything to block. Will I find another persist? I've been through 37 cards and I've found one persist. It is. It's an Amon cat, right? Is Amon cat? I'm just gonna look for persist. This is like... I need all of those. Where the hell are the persists? 1, 2, 3, 4... At least now if I draw Archon, I can actually just cast it. But I can just Thoughtseize everything, so I think it all worked out. No, I'm saying Goryo's Vengeance is not Pioneer legal. This is from Betrayers. Persist. Okay, I think this might be the hardest working Mulldrifter I've ever seen in my life. Alright, I'm gonna just card cast Archons over and over until my opponent doesn't want to be in my game. I think I should have done all of that before playing this because I believe this is the only fetchable target left. Card cast Archons are coming from my opponent's face. Shout out to Tainted Indulgence and Faithful Mending and Mulldrifter this game. Solitude is a good draw. I don't think I actually have enough physical lands in my deck for that because I have too many fetch lands. Although I guess I can check during sideboarding. They have Gristlebrand! What? They have Gristlebrand! What? 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 Final Nub! It's you! There you go! What? What? For the show and tell matchup. Lol. I think these are actually not very good. If I had to guess. That is a way to get lifelink on Soulflayer, yeah. But I don't know if that was for you. They had to go to 7 life off their Silver Spring, so they couldn't even draw 7 cards. Oh, what a game. We probably should have that in for... I know, they're playing Glorious Vengeance. All my cards are so good. I've decided I don't want Dovin's Veto. Alright, chat. If you appreciated Bristlebrand being put on the stack, remember, all sorts of shenanigans occur on this channel. If you want to support the stream, hit that follow button. That's free to do. If you really want to support the stream, check for those Bezo bucks, aka Twitch Prime sub, aka regular sub. We do open chests for each Twitch Prime or regular sub that happens here. And let's get some Jarvis claps in chat for everyone who has shown up on this blessed Friday. I'm gonna keep. I haven't opened it yet. I'll open it after this match, Jab. Going to 5. I would feel bad for the opponent, but they also sideboard into 61 cards. So, I don't feel that bad. Gonna leave up. Well, I'm gonna fetch the Esper Triome this turn. Oh, never mind. I guess I'll Flusterstorm that. If I were them, I would just say go and not walk into Flusterstorm, but they tried to get F6 out and got punished? Absolutely. Where do I get the paid actors? From my Twitch Prime subs. That's where. Alright, they have no cards in hand. I also have no cards in hand, but I have a 3-2 Menace. I'm not going to rebound this Ephemerate. Doesn't do anything. The one Ephemerate has been very good. I think playing one is good because it doesn't mean you draw multiples when they're bad. That's actually a way I often build decks. If one card is good to draw one of, I simply just play one and I don't play multiple. So it directly eliminates the possibility that you ever draw them. It directly eliminates the fail case that you want to avoid. Did they draw Soulflayer? They did. It's just a 4/4, so it's fine. 4/4, no text. There's Menace. I bet if I Solitude that, that's actually going to be a fast enough clock that I can get away with doing this. I'm not going to say I told you so. I just think this card looked great to me when I read it, and then it's played out great, so... Vitality has killed that. Fine. Card's been good. The one of Ephemerate's been really good. What is Ultra Instinct? Ah, got him. There's actually very little reason for me to play out this land. I mean, there are reasons, but I think it's better to sandbag it. That's not really the reason. Like, getting them with Thoughtseize is not the reason. Sandbagging for Faithless Mending or Tainted Indulgence matters way more. Also, them going to 9 off that Thoughtseize matters a lot. It just cuts down the number of turns I need by 1. So I suspect they should have just not cast it. I'll cast it here. Okay. They actually did have something. But the other reason to cast it is it just cuts off them, like, having Grizzly Salvage into Soulflayer or, like, lifelink nonsense. Ultra Instinct is, like, ulting a Planeswalker? I don't know what that means. Alright. We are 2-1 so far. First match was kind of, like, whatevs. Alright, prediction for match 4. Alright, prediction up, but I will also just join the queue right away, because I feel like just jamming. Getting happy Friday. We're just chilling. We're Bing chilling. A little bit sleepy, I don't know why. Big Dibba. I'll keep. Alright, I'm definitely feeling some elementals after this, though, chat. Another Tron opponent? Fuck. Not what I want. Yeah, Nourishing Shoal, Splicing, Glorious Vengeance was unbelievable nonsense is how I would put it. Why the fuck is there so much Tron? Maybe they only have a forest and not a second Tron piece. Oh, it's E-Tron? Can't tell if that's better or worse for me. Matter Reshaper? The Reshaper, chat! It's always here! It's always here! I think what matters most is just me. That doesn't really matter. Well, actually, it might. You see Matter Shaper, you vote for me to win? Easy money? And it's not actually the best versus Tron. Or E-Tron. Alright, success. I was hoping for no Thought-Knots here, because that would actually be kind of not great for me. Also not great. Both the Karn and Chalice are problematic. I think I'm gonna take Chalice, though. I think I'm more likely to beat Karn than Chalice. Like, if they just Chalice on 2, I think it's incredibly difficult to win. And now they might just spend the turn activating Saga twice instead of playing the Karn anyways. And then I have more shots to find the thing I need. They could also play Smasher, I guess. I would be fine with that. I am going to let my Teferi go. It's done his job. Okay. Problem is, both of those 4-mana spells are bad for me. Like, I knew this was likely to happen, but I was kind of hoping it wouldn't. I was hoping that they would just... Oh. That's interesting. Okay, well, that gives me shots to just clean everything up still. Archon! Archon! Well, I would have had to spend a turn killing the Chalice as well. But maybe you're right. It's also not a lock that they have Crypt in their sideboard either. But this Tainted Indulgence did not work out great. Okay. I'm probably gonna lose to the Karn. Yeah, actually, maybe I should have taken the Karn. Yeah, only to believe that I fucked that up. You have Relic. These are pretty bad now. I think my best draw is actually untapped land somehow. I have one unknown. Oh, I'm so dead. Huh. Okay, maybe... Oh, it's because I endinged it that they got it back. I was wondering how it got back. Alright, so I have... Swamp probably for Dismember / Ghost Quarter / Field of Ruin / Path. Okay, do they have nothing in hand? That'd be pretty good for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't cast All's Dust. Maybe, just maybe, we get out of this somehow. Surprised they didn't just, like, animate their map or relic with the Karn. Like, you can just block. Like, if you animate the relic, you can always just block, then exile it to draw a card, right? That seems kind of peculiar that they didn't just animate the relic. Am I missing something? Saga. Not great for me. This might be a game where I do get crushed by Saga. At least the relic is gone, so I can draw, like... Oh, they had another card. That explains that, I guess. I'm slowly dying. The Karn. Not even that slow, I guess. Oh, they didn't get any value off the Matter Reshaper, that's how. Metal coating. Okay. Alright, tough opponent. I would have wiped everything out. I'm gonna put Archon in graveyard. Well, the Unmarked Grave was actually a good draw. It's just, it might be one turn too slow. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, I know they have an All's Dust, but I'll be down a land, but I can still cast a Persist, so maybe it's fine. Wait, what did they target? They didn't target anything? Why didn't they target, like, my Rafine's Tower? Okay, well... Would like to note that they've had 3 Karns in their top 18. I guess if I had Thoughtseize the first Karn, this game would be a lot better for me. So that one is on me. Well, I fucked up earlier, so it's like not completely fair, right? Zaraz? I do still have the Snoopy Goyfs. Why do you ask? Probably just have to make them do it. Now I'll grief them. Oh, Quag and I used to be, we used to keep all the time in the same area, so I can feel that. Alright, well, that is the 4th Karn. So they literally found all 4 Karns in their top 19 cards. I got them as a present for Jay Ford, who is the person who played them, the Strangler, Lewis, but then he quit. So then I feel like kind of... It's complicated, but basically they ended up with me. Because I am a huge Peanuts fan. I do wish that they would redo their alteration policy, because that is basically as much of a Magic card as, like, the Blood Moon is. Okay, I'm out of this game now. Favorite come up for sale. I don't think I'll ever sell those. They just have too much sentimental value to me. I think mostly these are good. And shave on like this. Probably like it's true, I didn't pay Wizards $49.99 for shipping for my alterations. Probably because that was before that. I think I'm just gonna shave a little bit on that package. I think I'm gonna cut the 3rd and 4th mendings. Oh wait, I need to have Vindicate in. Shit. Ah, god damn it. I think the submission went through. Oh well. I should have Vindicate in. I think this hand's really good, actually. I'm gonna Thoughtseize on turn 2. I'm gonna play the Rebirth. Oh no, wait. Where am I supposed to Thoughtseize? Okay, complicated. I mean, this hand's definitely a keep. I think I just play Rebirth tapped and say go. See what they do. Question mark? Piercing land to play on turn 1. What does that mean? Does it mean like Chalice for 1? Or Meta Reshaper? It's our friend, Meta Reshaper, chat! Oh my god. Can't believe people willingly do this to themselves. Very unbeatable. Let's see. You didn't play Relic? You played Matter Shaper instead of playing Relic? What? What? They didn't play the freaking Relic! Question mark? I don't understand. Why wasn't the Relic played? I don't understand. Alright. Honestly, I should have done it in the other order, but... I was kind of afraid that they had something like Surgical, but... Why? I don't know what happened. What the hell was that? Oh, that's a pretty good one. I don't understand what happened right there, chat. I literally have no idea. They played Matter Reshaper instead of playing Relic of Progenitus. I can't even right now. I mean, I guess I could even, but it's just like, what the hell? I don't... Oh, I'm just losing my mind over here. I'm just losing it. I'm just not big-brained enough to play Eldrazi Tron? I guess not. That's for damn sure. Alright, I think I'm just gonna leave up Veto for Dismember and All is Dust. I'm starting to get to that point too, Zerax. Zaraz. Now I believe that there are shenanigans afoot with regards to how much they're actually trying. Alright. They should have played the Thought Knot just to see what my configuration's like, but I guess they were just off it. Alright. I want Vindicate over 2 Teferis. Again, I'm telling you, all of the paid actors are from my Twitch chat. Twitch chat subs. Speaking of which, if you want to support the stream, and you're new here, hit that follow button, that's free to do. If you really want to support the stream, consider using your Twitch Prime sub here. And thanks for being here. Alright, I'm gonna keep this one. Probably ship second Thoughtseize. Alright, they played Relic this time. They learned from their lesson. Unfortunately for them, I will just do this. They can Relic my Blue Delta. But I don't want them to get the card back from it. I get to trade 1-for-1 with it. Oh, they have another Relic. I'll let them get the card. I'll Thoughtseize them afterwards. I kind of just have to work through it, unfortunately. Fantastic Magical Gatherall. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. It would have been nice earlier, but I'm just gonna main phase this looking for a land. Good question. I'm not gonna grief them. If they smasher me, so be it. I think it's important for me to use this Tainted Indulgence digging towards my plan instead. I think I'm just gonna hardcast the grief. I have a soft read on Warping Whale here. I saw that turtle power. Also, who likes that I just figured out that they had freaking Warping Well in their hand? Kind of funny right there. Alright. I need to find Persist. This cuts off all of their maps, their relics, a lot of their current targets. I'm gonna take a little bit of damage from that, but I think that's fine. Nodders. Nodders indeed. Alright, 17 cards deep. I'm not blocking. Taking 3 this turn. Last turn, that's fine. Time to start briefing them. Maximum amount. No, I decided against it. Right, I'll select you again. I will engage in a race. I think favors me. I didn't feel like playing the Mishra's Bauble setup, and I think you have to play Bauble if you play Ledger Shredder in this format. This card's extremely good in this deck, though. For me, this is like the primary reason to move back to this deck. Haha, got him, chat, got him. I wanted to fairy that here. I just wanted to play a white-black deck splash blue is really what's going on here. Don't they just blast soon? Sure, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna play around a top deck smasher, because I think if I just draw persist, the game is so good for me that I can just play towards that. I mean, you can certainly build, like, a base blue-white deck touching white for Faithful Mending. Or, sorry, a base blue-black deck touching white for Faithful Mending. I think that also makes sense. What's going on? Oh, what was that? I guess they were trying to test the thing. Just gonna say go again. I'm just buying time until I find persist. And then, like, the game just ends on the spot. Fine too. Alright, so it costs them a land. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't persist anymore, effectively, but see what happens. I absolutely do not want any part of that. Just gonna get a tap shock, probably Howard Fountain here. I know they have All's Dust and X should be Meta Reshaper, right? So now can I beat Top Deck Smasher? The real question. I think I can. I think I only attack with one. Alright, well, they drew a land. They're gonna play a Reshaper. Then I will bounce it again with Teferi. And then, like, it depends on what I draw, I guess, from that standpoint. See what I draw. One, 2, 3, I believe this is just a draw too, which is kind of what I want. If they draw Smasher, I would block. It's 3 out of 44. If I attack with all, that puts them to 5. Maybe I was just too conservative trying to play around Smasher every single turn. I think this actually is better because now if they draw nothing, they actually do die into. But that just means all the turns where I tried to play around Smasher were basically wasted. Exactly, that was my conclusion. I think I probably should have just not played around Smasher on any of those turns in retrospect. There you go. I was trying to figure out if there was a reason to evoke Grief, and I don't think there is. Their only card is Meta Reshaper. Okay, they drew a land. So they can play Reshaper, I attack with all, they die. Alright, got him. Alright, playing for the 4-1 this next round. Again, thanks for everyone being here. Appreciate you all. If you want to support the stream, you're new here, hit that follow button. That's free to do and help support the stream. We are almost to 7,000 followers. We are 25 away. But if you want to go the extra step, the extra mile, check for that Twitch Prime sub or consider using a regular sub. And thanks for being here. Now I owe a treasure chest. Ooh, I owe 2 treasure chests today so far. Let's get some Jarvis claps in chat for GDFGHD. I've played 4 matches. I am 3-1. Naraha lols. I believe that means lols oranges. Captured by the consulate. This card was fine. Sure, I'll open a door to my heart. Alright, second chest. Ooh, Groundbreaker always looks sweet, but it's a bad card. This card was kind of insane in Ixalan draft. Alright, let's get back to the match. And after this, I'll probably build 4 Sea Elementals and play it for a week, chat, so. I have Jace to the face. I actually knew about it like a few months ago when my friend Stefan, aka Mental Misstep, tried it on MTG a long time ago. This is like low end keep. I'm basically keeping this on the back of Faithful Mending and Thoughtseize plus Grief. I just don't have a lot of interest in playing Legacy right now, I'm sorry. Here's my opponent. I will never. Well, speculating on MTGO is fine, but speculating on paper cards means you have to like eventually get rid of them at some point, and that's just way too much for me. I know their hand's this, so wow, that's impressively bad. Hoping for a better mending that, but yeah, but you have to sell them off at some point. That's just like way too much. If I'm gonna speculate, I'm only doing on MTGO personally, where it's easy to move everything pretty quickly. This is not great. Exactly. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to, like, have to do that with paper cards. Actually, I should have maybe considered keeping the Thoughtseize instead of, like, an extra land. Like, what the fuck is the extra land gonna do for me? I'm getting Murktided. Seems unfortunate. Okay, maybe not. This is untapped. Alright, fuck it. I have to do this, I think. I would bet a large sum of money. Yeah. This was, like, basically a lock to happen. Fuck, they got Delirium on the last one. Alright. Rage, chat. Rage that they don't draw anything good. Rage. Rage! Oh, they didn't even... Interesting. Okay. Well, I can't even use this fetch anyways, so playing it out doesn't do very much. Basically just have to kill one of these, go to 1. Bottom iteration thing. So they're just... What are they... Are they looking for a bolt, I guess? Alright. I'm at 1. They milled Arcane? Oh no, I see. They don't have a... Alright, well, couldn't beat that one. I basically couldn't beat anything. Oh, I should have ended. You're right. Whoops. Okay. Oh, that kind of sucked. Don't really like Vindicate versus them, it's just kind of clunky, but it is an answer to Murk. Maybe I'm supposed to have it in. This matchup seems difficult, though. Alright, try this. To be fair, I didn't ever find the Archon, but I could have mulliganed. That sucks. Just gonna fetch blue-black land on one, and then hope to draw land. Obviously, like, this is very painful, but... Two, three, four. Okay. They really drew Counterspell? Sheesh. Really? They drew two... Oh my god, this is a disaster. Fuck. I wanted them to, like... I don't know. I didn't want that. Land. Fuck, I should have been more specific. Alright. I am defeated. GG's opponent. I got annihilated that match. Holy shit. 6 ads. We'll open the Jun chest for all the loyal fans here. Whoa! Is this worth anything, chat? Let's check. Come on! I don't know, it's like 6 tickets, I guess. I guess it's like 6 tickets. Alright, so deck felt reasonable. Probably you can optimize it some more, but I'll probably get back to it in a week or two. I like to try a lot of things. I don't know. Definitely Tainted Indulgence is the truth. The rest of the deck is kind of, I'm not sure about. 3-2 not bad for like an experimental thing. But I think what I'm going to do is take a quick break and work on the second deck, Oracle Elemental. So I'll be back in a few. But stick around for that.